I truly believe in living life to the full and not wasting a day. Things that you watch documentaries about: surfing, hang gliding, bullfighting, skydiving, getting as close to death as you can, smelling its clothes if you will. That truly is living, which is why I have ventured into the extreme sport of indoor cycling. Now you may think to yourself, how do I get into this dangerous extreme sport? Well, you've come to the right place. You see, it was literally yesterday when I too was ignorant to the ways of indoor cycling. I lived just like the commoners, pedaling through traffic, tortured by the elements. But I was given a gift, and that gift was knowledge. And I now bestow this gift upon you. So what will I need, you may ask? Well, for one, you'll need legs. As I have come close to losing these in my endeavors, thankfully I still have them in my possession. The second is a bike trainer. 2 sensors, one for speed and the other for cadence, a smartphone, and an app called Zwift. And there you have it. You are ready to risk life and limb for the sheer enjoyment of indoor cycling. These are things our forefathers never even dreamed possible. To cycle virtually with people, friends across countries, time zones, all in one place. So when we put all these things together, what does that look like? Stay tuned and we'll find out. Well, welcome to the Antino 2 Show. As you can see, we've entered our app called Zwift, and we are going to get started. First, we need to hook up our speed sensors. A speed sensor and a cadence sensor. That is going to tell us how fast we are pedaling, and we'll be able to keep up with people. So this is the menu, and you can choose what rides you're going to do, what kind of a workout you want to get, and at the top it has a bunch of different rides that you can join. So I'm going to join... I'm just going to click ride and see what happens here. Actually, Zwift is $15.99 a month to sign up to the whole thing. And the only reason why I have done this is because a friend of mine talked me into it. And, you know, the pandemic and all this fun pandemic weight. I'm trying to see if this is a good option for exercise. As you can see, there is a lot of people virtually riding. As soon as you log in, I guess there's a lot of people around the world who are riding along as well. So you start pedaling, and it picks up from your sensors how fast you're pedaling. Now, this is a lot easier than just having a stationary bike inside because you feel like you're actually going somewhere, and you can compete with the people around you. You would think that this is a pretty easy ride, but in reality, you sweat a ton. And as you can see, my virtual guy is drinking water, and he was drinking a lot more water than I was in actual life. So it's a good reminder to stay hydrated. If you hit people, it doesn't really matter. You just go straight through them. If you are somehow able to set this up on a television and bike in front of it, it actually almost kind of feels like you get motion sickness. So enjoy that. This is a 20-minute ride that I did. And as much as I would have loved to record my audio while I was writing, you get pretty out of breath, and I'm not sure if heavy breathing is the best way to make YouTube videos these days, if you want to stay on YouTube. So as you can see, those people, I think, are just computer NPCs. But as you go up, the people with names underneath them are different people around the world who are riding at this moment. You can choose to do like the Tour de France, I think, and stuff like that. On the left, you kind of see what everyone's time stats are. And I'm not sure if that's for the full route. I didn't complete the full route. I just went as long as I wanted to. Personally, I like watching a television show while I'm doing this to kind of distract myself. So I got this on the right that I'll look at every now and then to kind of make sure I'm keeping up a good pace. And then on the left, I'll just watch something. I don't know what those computer screens are for. They actually sell trainers. Zwift, I'm not sure if they do as a company, or you can just buy trainers that will hook up via Bluetooth to your phone, tablet, or computer, and it'll help you keep track of your stats. This is a better option for people who live in climates where you're not technically really able to, bike outside. whether it be the winter or the summer. For me, I found it's a good option because I have it right in my house and I don't have to literally do anything. You take out the excuses of exercising. But when you're on a trainer rig, you kind of don't really feel like you're going anywhere and you can't keep track of how fast you're going. So I'm pedaling pretty decently. I'm kind of out of breath. I need to get a heart monitor, or at least find some way to get my Apple Watch to connect to this so I can monitor my heart beating. But as you start going uphill, your character will actually go slower. So it's a good way of, if you're trying to keep the same pace, if you're going uphill, you start pedaling harder. If you're going downhill, you don't really have to pedal as much. And it's kind of something you got to get used to because obviously it's a virtual bike ride. It's not like actually biking outdoors. But I think there is also sensors for your feet. You can do like a treadmill type thing. And so that's pretty much it. I mean, you can see how it goes. I may just speed it up at this point. You can't kick anybody. You cannot get off your bike and start terrorizing the town. And even if you could, I'm not sure how you would do that considering the only sensors are on your bike. So I'm not sure if they're going to have like an update to this program or if it's just a nice peaceful thing. So how do I bike with friends online? Well, that person would also have to have Zwift, and there's another app called Zwift Companion, and that way you're able to start groups and invite friends to go ride with you. You can compete. So I was riding with a friend the other day, and you're pedaling and he's pedaling. You can see who's going faster. But there's some people flying by too. I mean, these people at home must be pedaling hard. I don't know how I get on their speed, but my goodness. But you can see I'm passing some people, which is always a good feeling, for the competitiveness inside of you. And there's people with the same exact clothes. I guess I just didn't change what I was wearing. I'm not sure how far or how much you can customize it. I don't really spend too much time customizing these things, though. And there's someone overtaking me. You have unlocked the basic kit pack. You'll need to put some clothes on. I don't know what that means, but there's rewards, as you can see, so it kind of helps you be motivated with a reward system. Whenever you're exercising or doing anything that's difficult, it's always good to have some kind of reward system in place to trick yourself into having a good time while torturing your whole body while you're screaming bloody murder. It's always great to have little chimes going off saying you're doing a great job. So that's why I enjoyed it as well. It's almost like playing a video game. So if you have a hard time, for me personally, the monotony of just exercising and staring at a wall while you're trying to get stuff done is pretty annoying. But turning it into a video game actually makes it kind of enjoyable. And, if you've never heard about it, there you go. So what you do is you get two cadence sensors. One you put inside of the wheel. There's instructions when you purchase them. And the other one you put on your pedal. And so that kind of keeps track of exactly what you need to be doing or it keeps track of your stats when you're pedaling. And I'm not sure how they do all the math to make it seem like you're going uphill. And I don't know how you get a glowing bicycle like that. I'm guessing as you go up in levels, that's what you get. And I don't even know what the highest level is or how to get certain bikes. I think as you go throughout the process, you'll figure all that out. Yeah. While you may think these things are expensive, I think generally everybody has a bike. And if you don't, you can always look on Craigslist and try to find a cheap option. I will say there is some investment in this, but if you're investing in your health, I always assume that is a good investment because if you don't invest in your health now, you'll have to invest in some kind of healthcare plan because you didn't take the time to exercise, which is what I'm trying to do now. I am a shadow of my younger self. I am not the man I used to be, but we can get back there. Yes. So, yes, purchasing a bike, getting the bike trainer, you can go on Craigslist as well and possibly find a cheaper version. Or if you want to spend, $100, you can get them off Amazon. When you're putting the trainer on, there is like at the end of your bike, if you have a road bike, what attaches your wheel to the frame is like this little rod. Wow, I'm really catching speed on this. Going 39 miles an hour. I have never even gone that fast. Actually, I have downhill. I've gone 30. Speed demon. You've broken the 40 miles per hour barrier. Awesome. Well, there you go. Anyways, there's a little rod that you have to take out and replace it with the trainer rod. When you're purchasing a trainer, I don't think they'll include that rod for you because most people will forget. The person I purchased it from, which was, they got it from a yard sale, that person did not include the rod that attaches your wheel to your bike frame, and so I was not able to mount it onto the trainer properly. So I had to purchase it. It was $10 though. It was not very expensive. But that's always something to keep in mind when you're purchasing a bike trainer. As for a cell phone, I mean, I think generally everyone has that or a tablet. The Zwift, you can actually get this for free for about 2 weeks and 25 kilometers, which I'm not sure how many miles that is. But once you surpass that, I think they stop letting you have it for free and they want to charge you. As I said, it is an investment of sorts. But you can do it at any time. I mean, my guy looks pretty chill, but I am literally dripping sweat. So you'd have to set up a fan as well, if that's something you want to do. Personally, I enjoy biking outdoors, but I don't really have the time to do that right now. And I would like to at least maintain my strength so that when I do have time to do it, I am not so out of shape that it becomes not enjoyable. So this is a good, way to keep your legs in shape. The breathing for me isn't as hard. It's really just burning my legs. But I probably should be pedaling faster. And in the top left, you see that truck icon. You can click on that and it gives you some kind of boost. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of... I don't have my phone right next to me. I actually had it connected to my computer, which is at a distance from me, so that I could record exactly what I was doing. So that is virtual bike riding. Did you ever think it was possible? I mean, I didn't. I didn't even know you could do this. And here I am, 2022, biking indoors. Try explaining that to an old person. Like, hey, what did you do today? Oh, I rode my bike inside. Oh, cool. Yeah, I rode it with my friend in, another state, another country. Huh. This is the world we live in these days. Virtual reality. And that guy's still just chugging the water. And I should have been drinking a lot more. Oh, a camelback's a good option too if you're biking. But from when I've talked to bicyclists, it's all about weight. You don't want to have weight on you. The least amount of weight, the better. Which I'm not sure if this accounts for your weight when you're riding downhill, because I put what my actual weight was. And usually if you're a little heavier, you'll go faster on the downhill. So that'd be cool if it also accounted for that. And there's people running. So I think that you can, well, there is a sensor, and I haven't looked into it, but. And you can also link up this with a Strava. I'm not sure if anyone knows what Strava is, but Strava is an app that keeps track of your workouts. And you can link it up with the Zwift account and post what your workouts were and kind of keep track of your stats to see improvement. I haven't been doing it long enough to where I can check to see if I've been improving or not. But it definitely would be interesting. So, I'm just going to leave this here. I'm going to let this play out. I mean, you can stop watching at this point. I don't know whether to cut the video off or to just let it play out. I have all this stuff recorded, so you can just enjoy watching somebody virtually bike ride. I mean, we watch people play video games all day, but when is the last time you ever watched someone virtually bike ride? I don't know. So I hope you enjoy it. I'll catch you later. This has been the Antino 2 Show, risking life and limb to bring you entertainment. I may or may not post more videos about indoor cycling, but, it's something that you have an option. If you would like any more information, or if you'd like me to make a video on how to hook all this stuff up, I can make a how-to. But I'm guessing you didn't make it this far in the video because you had to sit through a pretty long time of somebody just riding a bike. But if you did, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the content. Thank you and have a good day or night.